All right, everybody. Today has been basically no filming. Um, Cold again, beautiful. Got to maybe 60 degrees here, and there's been a slight breeze the entire time. So basically, I just sat inside, watched videos, looked on the internet. You know, same thing everybody does when it's a chilly day out. But these mountain house meals, they're really good. They're expensive. It's like $13 a shot. Um, Hiking, they're like the best thing in the world. But if you're a thru hiker, unless you got a lot of money, it's hard to pay for those the whole trip. That's for sure. But I have several of them. So last night I ended up doing biscuits and gravy, which is my favorite. That's still like $10. The beef stew is what I'm doing tonight. So all I got to do is put 1 3/4 cups or 414 milliliters. So what we got here? 414 milliliters. That seems a little high. 34. Seems a little high to me for that much, but we're just going to do 400, I think. I don't remember putting this much water in one of these beef stews in the past. Oh, I forgot my lighter. Oh, no, I didn't. It's my pocket. Of course, that wind isn't going to help. But literally, go ahead and get this thing going. Wait till the water boils. Rip off the top. Make sure you take out the oxygen absorber. The little oxygen pack. You know what I'm trying to say. Make sure you take that out of there. I need something to hold on to that with, because it's going to get hot. But I thought I might as well go ahead and cook dinner tonight. Eat up some of these just because. Get them out of the way. Instead of just doing sandwiches and beefaroni and mac and cheese. I want to do a steak. Steak sounds very, very, very good. But all right. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll boil the water. That's what you want to make sure you get out of there. I don't think it tastes very good. But I'll boil the water, and these bags, they hold the heat pretty darn well. When I long distance hike, I'll buy the big cans of this kind of stuff, and I'll put it in Ziploc bags. Now you can boil water and pour it into a freezer Ziploc bag. Go with the real ones, not the Walmart brands. Every Walmart time I bought the Walmart brands, they leaked, all kinds of issues. But you can boil water and put it in a Ziploc bag that's set for the freezer. And then I made a little like Reflectix sleeve, so I just stick that in there. Then I go ahead and do what I'm doing now. Even before I set up my camp, my tent and everything like that, pour it together, zip it up, set it aside, and by the time I was done setting up camp for the night, my dinner was ready. So, instead of having to wait. Tonight, since I'm not, hiking obviously, or in a tent, I am going to have a fire. So I thought, well, my fire is probably going to go for an hour or two. I don't like this stuff when it's boiling hot anyways. So we are just going to, Literally, I just ran out of fuel. Question is, where do I have another can of fuel? Let me check. All right, so we're in the bean pod. I know I've got more cans of fuel somewhere. Okay, question is it going to be too much of a pain to find another can of fuel? Now, I know I have fuel inside of my backpacking gear. That is buried. We are not going to do that, guys. We're going to switch stoves. I just don't want to dig all that out. Like I said, it's... So all we're trying to do is boil water, right? So we're going to get the regular stove. Man, I swore I had another can of fuel, like right there somewhere. But I'm not going to tear the bean pot apart right now just for this. So our backpacking stove can wait for a little while. I'm just going to go ahead and do it on here. What the heck, right? So right there. Unfortunately, this does not fit on this stove. So I guess we get the other pot out. That's kind of a bummer, but that's all right. We've already measured out the water. Now we'll just pour that water in there. And now, due to the surface area, maybe we'll add just a little more. But, okay. Trials and tribulations of van life, right? In an SUV. I get guff because I don't live in an actual van. All right. So we're just going to let this boil. We'll pour it in here. Zip it up. And I'll just throw it in the bean pod. And then whenever I decide to eat, it's going to be, at least like 80 something degrees. And that's fine for me. I'm fine. Beef stew at 80 degrees. Much rather have that than hot and burning my tongue and all that good stuff. All right. I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. And then we'll start a fire. Okay. I knew 414 milliliters of water was way too much for that. I normally never read directions. I don't know why I did, but that's going to be more like beef soup. Well, it's going to sit for a couple hours while I do a fire, so we'll see. All right, so the beef stew is just stewing away. And I knew 400 milliliters was going to be, 414 was too much for that. That's all right, it'll be fine. All right, I'm just going to sit here, relax, and then climb in the bean pod. So you guys have a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. And we'll see you next time on Jelly Bean Outdoors.